I'm going to give you my quick take on a couple of things that have been in the sports world lately. First of all, obviously, the verdict in the Aaron Hernandez trial. You know what's ironic about where Aaron Hernandez is going to spend the rest of his life? It's going to be a mile and a half away from Gillette Stadium, where with the New England Patriots, he made $40 million playing in the National Football League. Now, if you told me tomorrow that I would get $40 million just to play in the National Football League, I'd sign up today. But here's the issue I have with this. Everyone seems to be mourning the fact that Hernandez is going to be spending the rest of his life in a maximum security prison and not mourning the death of someone that had his life taken away really for no reason at all. It's really a tough situation when your background comes to haunt you in your present. That's what happened to Aaron Hernandez. But his issue is the fact that he didn't allow his past to stay in the past, and it ended up ruining his future. And now he doesn't have one, and neither does the person and persons who are no longer alive. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about was Thabo Sefolosha. As I mentioned in the earlier video, he was a big part of the Atlanta Hawks championship run. Well, he won't be around because of a broken leg. And he says it's due to some police brutality. With all the things that have gone on over the past couple of years with the social issues of police brutality, especially among African American young men, I think this is a very interesting story as it develops, as we find out what happens to the officer that is being accused of breaking his leg. Thabo Sefolosha is a multimillionaire in the NBA. The NBA, the NBA Players Union, and Sefolosha's legal team are going to be all over this situation. And if Internal Affairs with the New York Police Department doesn't come out with a favorable result as far as the Players Union is concerned, I expect this to be a lengthy battle. Because in this situation, the NBA that has been on the forefront of tackling social issues, this is going to be a huge issue for them to go through because it's one of their own. It's not a Trayvon Martin. It's not an Eric Garner. It's one of their very own athletes getting put in this type of situation. Should he have been in a nightclub that late in the season, that late at night? Maybe not. But the fact that his leg is broken due to apparently a New York Police Department officer really puts a lot of different avenues on this situation. So it'll be very interesting to see what the internal investigation is and what the result of that investigation is. And then, if it's not the way the NBA wants it to be, how long it's going to take for them to get back and try to make sure that they get the right investigation. But it's really two very sad stories in two very different avenues. One man has a life that he'll never get back, and one man has lost a season because of things that have happened on the outside of the sports world looking in. That's what makes life so interesting. Everything seems to come back around. And when you don't have things put together in the right proper perspective, this could be a very tumultuous country and a very tumultuous world. Thankfully, sports helps us bridge that gap. And in this case, it's brought us even closer together because now sports is being part of the forefront of these social issues. That's very important because a lot of young people look at sports as a way to get out, as a way to express themselves. Well, in these situations, when the same social issues that lower income families are dealing with happen to these type of athletes, now becomes national news, now becomes worldwide news. This is going to be a major issue, not only in the Hernandez case. We have one man that's lost his life, but Thabo Sefolosha, who was apparently a victim of police brutality. If that is very true, this is going to be a very big situation.